Hey everybody, Johnny Sep here, Projekt Sep, day 4. This is take 2. I just did this whole goddamn video blog and the batteries on my camera died. Right as I was finishing, nothing got saved. So, today I booked my first losing session. I knew I was going to lose sooner or later. I was just hoping that I would go a little bit longer. Didn't lose a ton of money. Lost 260 on the day. Woke up early this morning, one of those mornings where you wake up early and you're ready to go really early. So I got to Foxwoods at 8 a.m., which was a mistake in hindsight. I didn't know that it was a mistake going in. But I got there and there was only like 5 tables running. I guess the wave of dealers comes in at 9-ish. So they only had like a few games running. I went to the list to see what I can get on. They had a 1-2 going, they had a 2-5 going, a 20-40 stud, 20-40 hold'em, like a 5-10 kill Omaha 8 game. But everything had a huge list for it because there was no games running. So put my name on the 5-10 stud list, but it was just an interest list. The game wasn't even running, and I was 14th on the list. So I knew I wouldn't get in the game. They're not going to open 2 of those tables. I knew I wasn't going to get into the game, even if they did fire it up. So decided to play the 9 o'clock tournament. Terrible decision in hindsight, but I didn't know it going in. I'll never play another one of those 9 a.m. Foxwoods tournaments again. They're probably the worst structures I've ever seen in a tournament. You get 5K in starting chips, 15-minute levels, and it's a really aggressive structure. Normally the starting stack, even in this tournament, the starting stack isn't really that relevant if the structure's okay, but this structure was super aggressive. After half an hour, you go from a 100-bet starting stack to a 25-bet starting stack. After an hour, you now have 12 bets, and everybody's in shove mode, and we're an hour into the tournament. So I played for about 45 minutes. I wound up, if you lose a pot, you're fucked in these tournaments. There's nothing you can do about it. So I wound up shoving with 2 10s, 3-bet to all in. I really didn't have much of a choice. I couldn't call for a third of my chips. So, I'm sorry, 4-bet to all in. I couldn't call for a third of my chips. So I just shoved with them, ran into 2 aces, busted from that. Went downstairs and played stud. There's a really weird dynamic at the stud table today. I think the regulars who play in the game now have figured out that I'm not just a hold'em player who wandered over to stud, that I'm a pretty solid stud player, even though I'm by far the youngest guy there. So I'm running into a weird thing where I'm getting a lot of action from some people and no action from most people. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of action from some people. If anybody has any idea why, but it seemed like every time I opened a pot today, I was getting action from like the same 2 or 3 guys who I've played with the last few days, and then everybody else was just shutting down on me. But I played one key hand that I lost today that was my big setback. I was the bring-in with the deuce of diamonds. My roll cards were 2, 3, 4, all diamonds. 4th street, I made the 5 of diamonds, so I have a super strong hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, all diamonds. I have a great diamond count. And my cards are live. My aces are live, and my 6s are live. The guy who's playing the pot with me has a door card of a jack. He, on 4th, makes a 7. 5th street, I make a deuce to give myself deuces. He makes a jack to make open jacks. I'm not super worried about his hand because I have such a huge hand at this point that we can definitely get some chips in. On 5th street, if I don't improve or he doesn't improve, I'm going to have to shut down on 6th and 7th, but all the chips can get in on 6th. So we put a bunch of bets in on 5th street. On 6th, I make a 5 to have open 5s and deuces with a great diamond count still on the 2, 3, 4, 5 of diamonds, and live aces and 6s. So my hand is monstrous. Sorry. We get some more bets in the pot. I think we get 3 bets in. I bet he raised. I 3-bet just to see if he's going to 4-bet me so I can know for sure what he's on, but he didn't. So I'm thinking now he has either 3 jacks or 2 pair, which I'm behind, but I'm still drawing so insanely live that there's great value in the hand. Anyway, the 7th street bricks out. I get the queen of spades. He doesn't improve either. So luckily it goes check on 7th. He had jacks and 7s, which is weird because he started the hand with ace jack 7, and improved on 4th and 5th, which is just an odd hand to play there, but whatever. So wound up losing 200 in that game, plus 60 in the tournament. The game actually broke at about 3:40ish, so I packed it up and decided to come home. I played it, 8 to almost 4. Seemed good to me. A couple things I wanted to just talk with you guys about. I was kind of thinking today what I can talk about in these blogs to make it more interesting for the people who are watching. A couple tips for those of you at Foxwoods who, just need some tips or whatever from people who are there all the time. There's 3 bathrooms in the poker room. They're all gross. They're fine for pissing, but they're all gross. So if you do have to take a shit and you know well in advance, walk to the Grand Pequot Hotel lobby. There's like a hidden set of bathrooms back there that are super nice. They're like heated or something, and nice, clean. There's a bathroom attendant sometimes. It's really nice bathroom in Fox. It's the nicest bathroom in Foxwoods if you do have to take shit. So thought I'd tell you guys that tip. And number 2, if you're playing at Foxwoods on Thursdays, if you accumulate 5 points, which is just 5 hours of play, most the small games are rated at a point an hour, or like a point and a half an hour. On Thursdays, if you accumulate 5 points, you get $10 in food comp. All you have to do is go to the Wampum Rewards station there and show them that you cleared 5 points that day, and they'll give you $10 in food. Just 2 hidden things. They don't advertise that in the poker room. They actually advertise it upstairs in the Asian gaming room, the Pai Gow tiles and Pai Gow Baccarat, that room. But I happened to see the sign, and I think it's something you obviously should just take advantage of. It's free money, so why not? Also, shout out to Delaware, who has been sending me motivational and training/coaching PMs about playing in the games and grinding and all that stuff. It's really cool that he's doing that. I enjoy reading them. So thank you. Keep them coming, sir. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we're going to do some road tripping. I haven't decided what yet. I want to lay down a little bit, maybe catch a quick nap, and then I'm going to make a decision. We're either going to go to Mohegan Sun, or we're going to go to Kevin's game for the 1020 stud. That game doesn't start until night, though, so if I do decide to play that game, I'll be around during the day tomorrow, but I won't be putting up a video blog until very, very late Wednesday into Thursday or Thursday morning. And for Thursday's Projekt Sep, just so you guys know, trying to figure out the dynamics of doing that since we do Filthy Limper Radio on Thursday night. I'm going to actually do Projekt Sep live on the radio with no video, just audio, and I'm going to make it into a YouTube video with just the audio. So expect that Thursday. If you want to hear it live, you can just listen to the first hour of Filthy Limper Radio. And I think that's about it for today. Sorry I wasn't able to win another day, but it is what it is. We're still doing well and plugging along. So hopefully tomorrow brings better things. And I'll talk to you guys then.